mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set delirium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
How does someone become a seeker?
Most seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
Was it some kind of magic?
I don't fully understand it, to be honest. If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes...
You're right. Something should have been done.
When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
I've no more questions.
I've news, sir.
What is it?
This could help us.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
by your side in death. Make me one with you.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
You from Ferald?
Free marches, born... And despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not...
I'm a business merchant. In my spare time, I manage a spy network and a case.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Oh, make her hear my cry. Seat me by your side.
Thank you for
in
all
death.
that you are doing.
Make me one with you.
Master Dennett's horses are a fine addition to our stables. I will see they are well tended.
Let us begin.
All right.
The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Theronfall Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
If we want the Templars to be useful, we need them under control.
To lure them into obedience, we must become a more tempting ally.
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Theronfall and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste.
If it stops the sky from ripping open, I'm listening.
Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
We've done our part to encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition.
If I have a growing reputation, we may as well use it.
If it moves the Templars to question the Lord Seeker's orders, he may rethink his stance.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
Good news. Several noble Orlesian houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Abernash will approach you.
The Herald of Andraste! Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored to participate. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. Nothing. I'd heard a Trevelyan or two took up the cause there. The Lord Seeker is willing to hear our petition about closing the breach. A credit to our alliance with the Inquisition. Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses walk with you.
The Inquisition values this alliance, Lord Abernash. The Templars must see reason. We can't let the breach endanger us any longer.
Oh yes, ghastly-looking thing. The Lord Seeker can't think we're ignoring it. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you divulge what finally got their attention. Rumor will, if you won't.
What do you mean?
The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person. Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royeaux.
The Inquisition only asks the Lord Seeker help us close the breach.
Then it's all been arranged by your ambassador. Let the diplomats work their magic if you trust them. Between you and I, the Chantry never took advantage of their Templars. Wiser heads should steer them. Here we are, Therinfol Redoubt.
The Lord Seeker abandoned the White Spire to come here.
It appears they've sent someone to greet you. present well. Everyone is a little tense for my liking.
The Inquisition's reach is increasing. Impressive.
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
Perhaps he has a plan for us.
Have you looked at the sky, Sir Knight?
Of course, but
Is your order not sworn to destroy heretical magic?
yes, but
And if the Templars conceal this breach, action against you shall be required.
I present Knight Templar Sir Delrin Barris, second son of Ban Jevrin Barris of Ferelden. Sir Barris, may I be so honored as to present Lord Esmeralda Abernage?
I'm the one who sent word to Cullen. He said the Inquisition works to close this breach in the Vale. I didn't think you'd bring such lofty company.
Paris. Moderate holdings, your family. And the second son?
This promise of status has garnered interest from the Lord Seeker. Beyond sense. The sky burns with magic, but he ignores all calls to action until your friends arrive.
Should a Seeker lead the Templars this way?
in an emergency, if there's no other recourse. But his goal should be to restore them to order.
He has taken command. Permanently.
If he feels there is a holy mandate.
That is what the Lord Seeker claims, and our commanders parrot him. The Lord Seeker's actions make no sense. He promised to restore the Order's honor, then marched us here to wait. Templars should know their duty, even when held from it.
About time one of you gobs said that.
Win over the Lord Seeker, and every able-bodied knight will help the Inquisition seal the breach.
That's why the Inquisition came, Sir Barris.
I'd tell you your chances, but the officers are a mystery lately. We've been asked to accept much, after that shameful display in Val Royeaux. Our truth changes on the hour.
Don't keep your betters waiting, Barris. There's important work for those born to it.
The Lord Seeker has a request before you meet him. These are the standards. An honored right, centered on the people, the Maker, and the Order. The Lord Seeker asks that you perform the rite, so he may see the order in which you honor them.
What if I fail?
Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows Watchers who you are and what you value.
We'd be honored. If that's what the Lord Seeker asks of the Inquisition.
Not the Inquisition. The Lord Seeker changed everything to meet you. Not the Inquisition. You. By name.
Why?
I don't know. He's been fixated on you ever since your horde of nobles arrived.
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle flags around. Refuse! Let's meet the man already.
We'll complete the ritual as the Lord Seeker requests.
When you've completed the rite, I'll take you to him. Once you finish the standards, the Lord Seeker will see you.
Hang your own draperies, knight. We've business to conduct. What does the Lord Seeker want to see, Templar?
The Herald's choice, not yours.
He's welcome to it.
The Templars, proud agents, sword of the faith. Traditionally, a participant in the rite now explains their choices to those assembled.
This is a question of what I believe. I let faith guide my answers.
On a whim? If it wasn't to impress the Lord Seeker, why bother at all?
I suppose those are your intentions.
My intent is to deal with people who matter. You helmed louts are wasting the Inquisition's time, and my time. Unacceptable!
The Lord Seeker awaits you both. Follow me.
Misty again. Ah, cold tonight. It's necessary, you know. You don't run a battlefield by committee.
Without faith, you've no knights. You've... Knight Captain.
You were expecting the Lord Seeker. He sent me to die for you.
Knight Captain, Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. No doubt rank puts you above such things. A pity more people don't understand that.
This is the grand alliance the Inquisition offers.
Lord Abernash, it might be wise to give the Knight Captain some distance.
You're a silver tongue. I won't let you claim the knight and his captain. Knight Captain Denham.
The Lord Seeker had a plan, but the Herald ruined it by arriving with purpose. It sowed too much dissent.
Knight Captain, I must know what's going on.
You are all supposed to be changed. Now we must purge the questioning knights.
For once, I agree with the...
The Elder One is coming. No one will leave Varenval who is not stained red.
Maker's breath.
Now we're all the Elder One.
How far does this betrayal go?
The Knight Captain alive?
Barely. If you use a healing elixir, he may survive. If he even deserves it.
We'll heal him. Let's judge the Knight Captain after we find his master.
The Knight Captain may have useful information.
The Knight Captain's keys. I would question the Lord Seeker about this Elder One.
What are these things?
Templar!
That's shite!
I know. They are monstrous.
Want help with that? with that.
Prepare them. Guide them to me.
Was that the Lord Seeker?
Where? I do not hear anything. One down!
I would know you. Show me what you are. You will be so much more. Herald of Andraste, it's time we became better acquainted. Come, show me what kind of man you really are.
Is this shape useful? Will it let me know you? Everything tells me about you. So will this. Watch.
A demon? Am I supposed to scream in terror next? Scream in terror next?
Being you will be so much more interesting than being the Lord Seeker. Do you know what the Inquisition can become? You'll see. When I'm done, the Elder One will kill you and ascend. Then I will be you.
Who or what is this Elder One?
He is between things. Mortal once, but no longer. Glory is coming, and the Elder One wants you to serve him like everyone else, by dying in the right way.
Keep talking, then.
I am not your toy. I am Envy, and I will know you. Tell me, Herald, in your mind. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you see.
Our one chance to make peace between the mages and Templars, and now it's over. Tell me why
our enemies have surrendered unconditionally.
The Inquisition's strength rivals any kingdom in Thales.
Our reach begins to match my ambition, but we will strive for more. Is imitating what you can't have your only pleasure, demon?
Accusing, trying to find my weakness. Is that the man you are?
saved all of us. Our army can tear down a kingdom.
No force matches ours for strength.
The shark beats fell and we despair.
Do you see how glorious my Inquisition will be after you die at the hands of the Elder One?
You're hurting, helpless, hasty. What happens to the hammer when there are no more nails?
What are you? Get out! This is my place!
Wait. Envy is hurting you. Mirrors on memories. A face it can feel but not fake. I want to help. You, not envy.
Why continue this envy? Who's this meant to be?
Me? I'm Cole. I'm still Cole. We're inside you. Or I am. You're always inside you. It's easy to hear, harder to be a part of what you're hearing. But I'm here, hearing, helping, I hope. Envy hurt you, is hurting you. I tried to help, then I was here, in the hearing. It's not usually like this.
None of what you said makes sense.
I was watching. I watch. Every Templar knew when you arrived. They were impressed, but not like the Lord Seeker.
The Lord Seeker is an envy demon. It wants to be me.
Yes. It twisted the commanders, forced their fury, their fight. They're red inside. Anyway, you're frozen. Envy is trying to take your face. I heard it and reached out. And then in. And then I was here.
Nothing you say is helping to clear my head.
It's your head. I hoped you'd know how to stop it.
Well, I don't.
All of this is envy. People, places, power. If you keep going, envy stretches. It takes strength to make more. Being one person is hard. Being many, too many, more and more, and envy breaks down. You break out.
So, if we keep moving in my head, we tire envy into submission.
Maybe. I hope it helps. It's more than sitting here waiting to lose your face. This way. Ideas are loud here. Make them louder. Think of water.
Think of water?
Yes.
Then can't help you. I will see more. Betrayed allies will curse your name. Like the first Inquisition, you will bring blood and ruin and fear.
Unless you don't. You don't have to. None of this is real unless you let it be.
Get out, thing!
What do you think?
I am yearning!
This is a farce. I demand justice.
has questions, Commander.
Is it my turn to be branded a traitor for questioning what we become?
It's dark, but it isn't real. Think of sparks. Keep going up. You're more you there than you are Envy, and that tires it out.
Good. I think.
Tell me what he wants me to confess.
I haven't seen enough.
Chevaliers couldn't stop them?
There weren't enough of them, boy. Val Royaux is burning. The Herald March is here next, bringing even more demons.
What's the point in attacking Orlais?
So you're curious. Shall I make use of that when I'm you?
You're letting the Herald see more to sketch his shapes.
Make anyone help us!
You wish to be difficult? Then see the legacy of the Inquisition. Its followers hosts to demons, your world ashes. So...
Almost there. Keep going up.
What then?
You're making it hard for Envy to think. It'll probably come out soon. It's angry, but that's okay. So are you. Almost there. Keep going up.
They say the Herald summoned these demons after their heat was melted.
An abomination. Why did you do it here?
Wait, stay here.
Die!
Almost there. Keep going up.
Unfair, unfair! That thing kept you whole, kept you from giving me your shape.
What could you gain from being me? What could you gain? What? Ah! We'll start again. More pain this time. The Elder One still comes.
It's frightened of you.
Get out of...
Lord Seeker!
No. An imposter.
That monster ensured we weren't prepared. I still don't know what we're up against.
Did anyone else see a young man appear beside me?
What young man?
Pale, strangely dressed. He was with me.
I saw no one. The Lord Seeker was alone when you revealed his true nature.
I'm sorry. An envy demon replaced the Lord Seeker.
Envy? Then the Lord Seeker...
is caged, or dead. Maker. It used the red lyrium to corrupt the Order, didn't it? I knew that miserable stuff was risky. They often give us new kinds of lyrium, our commanders. Some used the red stuff first to prove it was harmless. The Knights would have been next. That demon turned our leaders so we couldn't question when this started.
Will you keep blaming yourself, or help me end this?
Templar, what is envy?
A coward, brother.
It studies, makes less mistakes, but most of all, it hides.
We need our veterans. Our commanders have turned, but the lieutenants may still be fighting. We'll hold the hall. You find the lieutenants and the uncorrupted lyrium stores. Bring them here, and I'll give you envy. Show those things no mercy.
We'll keep the hall, Herald of Andraste.